started drinking and getting all like.
Well, they tried that for Iron Man 3, and Disney's like, no, we don't want to go there. It's a little too dark.
They should though, because now he's got a reason. Now he's got a reason to like fall. And that's great because
they'd rather,
if anything, especially with Robert Downey Jr., he's all about falling down and then coming back. And that would be the perfect next scenario for him is to fall and then come back.
But now it's just, we gotta have this plot point where Captain America seems like, he's pretty much a dick. Because he kept us from Iron Man, and it's like, people are gonna say, well, him and Bucky go back 60 years before Iron Man. They were true friends. They were butt buddies, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Before Iron Man, so I just don't. It's shitty because Captain America. I like this character and I like Chris Evans, but you just make him that plot point just makes him look like a dick.
Yeah.
It's like I said before. It almost seems in a way that Marvel just wants to, test the waters and trying to be dark and deep. Because people hate Dawn of Justice so much, and the derailment of that film, and DC's fuck ups and such, it's people love that. More power to you.
Yeah.
But I'd rather watch other Marvel films. To me, in my opinion, The Winter Soldier is better. Guardians of the Galaxy is better than this. I love Ant-Man more. Ant-Man's more entertaining than this.
Yeah, Ant-Man was good. I liked Ant-Man.
Thor, I like Thor more. Iron Man more. It's just at the end of the day, is this perfect? No, but it's not the worst. I'm not going to say it's the worst comic book film ever made, but it just didn't do it for me. It's like, okay, action, some of the performances, time waster, but I almost don't want to call it that. It's just there. It's like,
It's just Yeah. For Homecoming, I want to see like a drunk Robert Downey Jr. as like Spider-Man's new uncle, abusive alcoholic uncle. Get it on with Marissa Tomei. She turns on the microwave and it affects his arc and fucks him up.
I would either be more entertaining.
Yeah.
Watch Aunt Mill, Spread Eagle, Fireman.
The eagle has landed.
Yeah. The Zion Dildo and Peter Parker.
Damn.
Squirting. Being Spider Squirt.
Ant-Man. Yeah. I felt that this was like the Dark Knight Rises of the trilogy. Definitely the Dark Knight Rises of the trilogy.
Yeah, it's like, I think about it, to me, it's like a cup of black coffee. And people love black coffee, that's fine, but to me it has no taste. That's kind of what this film is. It's like, no taste. There's no, it's just... People love black coffee, though. I know that. Yeah. But to me, it has no taste. It's just no flavor, no... But people like that, just like they like their black coffee. They like it dark.
Yeah, I just feel like there's... Like, I just couldn't get... Like, after watching this the first time, I just felt like there was a formation to this movie. Whereas, like, the whole crossbone thing, it just felt like that was there to symbolize the shortness of the other characters who were getting thrown in here.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me if they use that as an angle to do time lapse on, all the individual Spider-Man movie, the individual Black Panther movie. It wouldn't surprise me if they use that. So when they get to doing one movie, they can throw like 3 times more the character development in, rather than doing one straight story. They could do past, present, and future, rather than doing just like the straight through origin. I hope they do that with Spider-Man, because I really don't want to sit through fucking 3 more Spider-Man movies to potentially get where they left us off last time. I'm gonna be like 50 by the fucking time that happens.
We're gonna be in the damn grave when they ever get Spider-Man right.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time they get their right Spider-Man, we're gonna be in the damn grave.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire's gonna be long gone before they get the right Spider-Man.
Yeah, like Tobey Maguire's kid will probably be of age to play Spider-Man.
That's what he is. Well, you have him in this film. It's like Tobey Maguire and Jamie Bell had sex. They gayed it up, and nothing against gay people, but it's like this is their baby. Get each other in the ass.
Under ruse.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like an offspring of Tobey Maguire and Jamie Bell.
Oh boy.
This movie just, I don't know what to say, it's just burned me out, really.
Yeah. Well, I knew, like, when I saw it, I knew people were gonna, I knew it was gonna affect people, because I was watching it and I was going, man, I don't know how I could give it a pass, because it's just so all over the place. I've heard people say that this is, like, a great movie, like, Paul Bernardin? The guy from Kevin Smith's show, from Fat Man on Batman. Like, he was like, this is the best. Hands down, this is going to be the best. This is going to be the best movie. And then I even saw people online who saw the movie at test screenings spoiling the whole fucking movie. Like, I knew everything about this movie going in. Yeah, I knew the beginning, the middle, the end. I knew everything, because I was stupid enough to watch a review that had spoilers in it, but I didn't know they had spoilers in it, and bam. So I got to hear everything. But everybody sold me on, oh, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. So I thought, usually, like, my friends will tell me what it's about, they'll let it slip, and I'll be like, okay, cool, I'll still go see it. In this case, going to see it, and then it just wasn't what they led me to believe it was. Like, I thought it was really going to be this over-the-top, crazy, throw down, everything.
It's like, in a way, it's like all fuse and no explosion.
Yeah. And I don't know why, like, they didn't... Yeah, that's a perfect analogy for it. But I don't know, like, how... I'm guessing Marvel was just so confident with this movie that they didn't give anyone disclosure forms to sign. Because after I saw that one interview, everyone who saw it at those... Like, Marvel just did a contest and was like, okay, this theater is going to be playing it, blah, 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 blah. First come, first serve. And people were just fucking spoiling the movie, like almost a week before it came out. Or a couple of days before it came out, right? So, I don't, like, usually, your YouTube channel would get taken down and you would get sued or something, right? So I guess they were really confident going in that they could just let it ride like that. But, like you said, it was just a lit fuse and no bang. I was expecting an ending, and I felt like it was like Act 1, Act 2, and then the Act 3 just kind of faded off, and it will continue in the next movie. It didn't feel like a third act.
Now, what do you say to the people, because I got a comment like this when we did the Batman vs. Superman burial rant podcast.
All 10 hours.
Yeah. I mean, and so again, I'd rather watch this over that film. But
Oh, definitely.
I've had comments like people are saying that, oh, you just want to hate for hate's sake. What are you going to say to that? Because I know people are going to jump on this, and
Well, first of all,
that's going to.
I don't hate it, but I understand where people can think I do hate it. But I don't hate it. I'm just sick of Hollywood getting away with the same fucking thing every time. And that has an effect on me. I come from a generation when movies were done right. I come from a generation that even when movies were not done right, at least they did the job. Today, we don't have that anymore. Today, we have cheating. We have, I'm going to stencil in CG this, CG that. Character's not even going to have to react to anything. Back in my day, we had real fucking explosions, real stunts, people reacting to explosions, knowing there was an element of danger, and that got picked up on the camera, and in turn, that tied in for a better performance with your actor. Today we have, people chasing sock puppets on green screen. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be scared of a sock puppet, but a fucking 4-story animatronic dinosaur or an explosion going off right beside me, that's going to scare me. And that's going to transfer onto film. So, I don't hate this movie, I just see that technology has kind of robbed us of, technology is giving us better looking things, but at the same time it's robbed us of the wonder and excitement and that mystical feeling of what cinema used to be.
It's like it's even almost like I've actually put this on Twitter as well, that even movie posters have lost their sort of subtle appeal and grace.
Yeah.
And it just kind of falls with the movies now that there's too much gloss and no substance.
Yeah.
But I say that and I ask that question to you because I know fans, even if you speak one ill will thing about the film, that they're going to jump on this video like flies on shit, like white on rice.
Oh yeah, they're the experts. I know 100 people, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about anyone I know, but I know 100 people who are like, they'll argue you to the death. Like, oh, this is the best, when everyone clearly knows it's not the best. That's just people in my everyday life, around town. So, it's like we're in that age now where everyone is so opinionated that any other foreign opinion is automatically denied. They can't handle it.
And we have opinions too. I mean, I understand people are going to say, well, we're part of that, but we're not going after people with torches and pitchforks.
No.
I think that's the bigger difference here, and I know we've talked about that before, but it's just with this film, I'm just not a fan of it, and people can disagree. That's fine if you like the film. If you love the film, fine. I'm not here to bash people or hound people for liking the film. But ultimately, this film wasn't for me.
Yeah, it's like, what, I like the film, but I'll probably never watch it again. Like, I'll probably never see this movie again unless it's at someone's house, or I don't think I'll ever turn it on. Just because it's there was just a lot of potential, and when I look at how well of a job the directors did on the last film, how tight it was, how much care they really took with it, I felt like this one was just like a rush job. It was like throw in all these other characters so we can get the marketing and we can go up against Batman vs. Superman.